Read their reactions to the death of Arizona Senator John McCain. McCain died Saturday after a battle with brain cancer. He was 81. My deepest sympathies and respect go out to the family of Senator John McCain. Our hearts and prayers are with you. President Donald Trump, on Twitter. _____ad choice advertising and read invented by Teeds. Our thoughts, prayers and deepest sympathy to the McCain family. Thank you, Senator McCain, for your service to the nation. First Lady Melania Trump, on Twitter. Karen and I send our deepest condolences to Cindy and the entire McCain family on the passing of Senator John McCain. We honor his lifetime of service to this nation in our military and in public life. His family and friends will be in our prayers. God bless John McCain. Vice President Mike Pence, on Twitter. Advertisement ____. My heart is broken. I am so lucky to have lived the adventure of loving this incredible man for 38 years. He passed the way he lived, on his own terms, surrounded by the people he loved, in the place he loved best. McCain's widow, Cindy, on Twitter. John McCain and I were members of different generations, came from completely different backgrounds, and competed at the highest level of politics. But we shared, for all our differences, a fidelity to something higher, the ideals for which generations of Americans and immigrants alike have fought, marched, and sacrificed. We saw our political battles, even, as a privilege, something noble, an opportunity to serve as stewards of those high ideals at home, and to advance them around the world. We saw this country as a place where anything is possible, and citizenship is our patriotic obligation to ensure it forever remains that way. Few of us have been tested the way John once was, or required to show the kind of courage that he did. But all of us can aspire to the courage to put the greater good above our own. At John's best, he showed us what that means. And for that, we are all in his debt. Michelle and I send our most heartfelt condolences to Cindy and their family, former President Barack Obama. Advertisement ____. Some lives are so vivid, it is difficult to imagine them ended. Some voices are so vibrant, it is hard to think of them stilled. John McCain was a man of deep conviction and a patriot of the highest order. He was a public servant in the finest traditions of our country. And to me, he was a friend whom I'll deeply miss. Laura and I send our heartfelt sympathies to Cindy and the entire McCain family, and our thanks to God for the life of John McCain, former President George W. Bush. Senator John McCain believed that every citizen has a responsibility to make something of the freedoms given by our Constitution, and from his heroic service in the Navy to his 35 years in Congress, he lived by his creed every day. He was a skilled, tough politician, as well as a trusted colleague alongside whom Hillary was honored to serve in the Senate. He frequently put partisanship aside to do what he thought was best for the country, and was never afraid to break the mold if it was the right thing to do. I will always be especially grateful for his leadership in our successful efforts to normalize relations with Vietnam. Our thoughts and prayers are with his wife, Cindy, his mother, Roberta, his children, and his entire family. Former President Bill Clinton. John McCain's life is proof that some truths are timeless. Character, courage, integrity, honor, a life lived embodying those truths casts a long, long shadow. John McCain will cast a long shadow. His impact on America hasn't ended. Not even close. It will go on for many years to come. Advertisement, as at POW, John endured the worst of what human beings can do to one another. In politics, he fell short of his greatest ambition. At the end of his life he faced a cruel and relentless disease. And yet through it all he never lost sight of what he believed most, country first. And the spirit that drove him was never extinguished. We are here to commit ourselves to something bigger than ourselves. John was many things: a proud graduate of the Naval Academy, a Senate colleague, a political opponent. But to me, more than anything, John was a friend. Quote, America will miss John McCain. The world will miss John McCain. And I will miss him dearly. On behalf of myself, Jill, and the entire Biden family, our sincerest condolences go out to Cindy, Doug, Andy, Sydney, Megan, Jack, Jimmy, Bridget, and the entire McCain family. Former Vice President Joe Biden. ____. John McCain served our nation with honor and distinction. He fought for a world that was safer and more free and sacrificed mightily for the nation he loved. Lynn and our family join me in sending our condolences and prayers to the McCain family. Former Vice President Dick Cheney. ____. Senator John McCain was an American hero and a true patriot. I always admired and respected John from the opposite side of the aisle, because he thrived under pressure, and would work to find common ground, no matter how hard. He dedicated his life to serving the country he loved. I have no doubt that the Maverick's legacy will forever be an important model of leadership and civil discourse. Former Vice President Al Gore, on Twitter. ____. This is a sad day for the United States. Our country has lost a decorated war hero and statesman. John McCain was a giant of our time. Not just for the things he achieved, but for who he was and what he fought for all his life. John put principle before politics. He put country before self. He was one of the most courageous men of the century. He will always be listed among freedom's most gallant and faithful servants. Our hearts are with his wife, Cindy, his children, and his grandchildren. This Congress, this country, mourn with them. House Speaker Paul Ryan. ____. He was also a fascinating personality. He would occasionally be in a bad place with various members, including myself, and when this would blow over, it was like nothing ever happened. He also had a wicked sense of humor, and it made every tense moment come out better. So, we're going to miss him a lot. We haven't had him since December, and now we won't have him again. I'm going to miss him a lot. He was a great friend. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. ____. The Senate, the United States, and the world are lesser places without John McCain. Nothing will overcome the loss of Senator McCain, but so that generations remember him, I will be introducing a resolution to rename the Russell Building after him. As you go through life, you meet few truly great people. John McCain was one of them. His dedication to his country and the military were unsurpassed, and maybe most of all, he was a truth-teller, never afraid to speak truth to power in an era where that has become all too rare. Senate Democratic Leader Chuck Schumer. ____. The nation is in tears. Today, with the passing of John McCain, Congress and America have lost a leader and public servant of deep patriotism, outstanding bravery and undaunted spirit. Compelled by his unshakable faith and deep love of country, he dedicated his life to defending both America and the American idea, fighting tirelessly to ensure that our nation always remains a land of justice, freedom and hope. Over the course of John McCain's years of distinguished service, whether as a naval officer, member of Congress, U.S. Senator or presidential candidate, we all saw firsthand his integrity, humility, courage and grace. He never forgot the great duty he felt to care for our nation's heroes, dedicating his spirit and energy to ensuring that no man or woman in uniform was left behind on the battlefield or once they returned home. Paul and I join with all Americans in mourning the loss of this extraordinary national hero. May it be a comfort to his wife, Cindy, and his beloved children, Douglas, Andrew, Sydney, Megan, John, James and Bridget, and his beautiful mother, Roberta, that so many people in America and around with the world mourn with them and pray for them during this sad time. House Democratic Leader Nancy Pelosi. ____. Our nation aches for truth tellers. This man will be greatly missed. Republican Senator Ben Sasse. ____. Senator John McCain was an American patriot and hero whose sacrifices for his country, and lifetime of public service, were an inspiration to millions. Canadians join Americans tonight in celebrating his life and mourning his passing. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Underscore underscore underscore. Tonight we lost an uncompromising patriot and a man of immeasurable courage. Getting to know John McCain was one of the great privileges of my life, and I know my late husband Ted felt the same way. Like Teddy, John McCain loved the United States Senate and believed in its power to impact lives in a positive way. Indeed, he declared from the floor of the U.S. Senate that the proudest and most satisfying moments of his career were when he worked with colleagues on both sides of the aisle to address our greatest challenges. John's example summons us, in his memory, to live up to what is best in ourselves and to honor what is best in others. In word and deed, he taught us be valiant in the truest sense, faithful to our ideals and principles, but never demonizing those who differ. My heart is with Cindy and all the McCain family on this difficult night. I hope and pray that they find solace in knowing what a difference John made in the history of this country. Though he and Teddy had different political philosophies and were from different political parties, they both loved this country and loved each other. John McCain was our friend, and I will miss him profoundly. Victoria Kennedy, widow of Senator Edward M. Kennedy. Underscore underscore underscore. A war hero, Senator John McCain led with courage and conviction on and off the battlefield. You always knew where he stood, and he stood straight wherever he was standing. In Congress, where there is more pressure now than ever before to stand on the left or right, Senator McCain often stood in the center underscore putting patriotism before party. The healthcare vote he cast last year and his criticism of President Trump are just a few examples. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family. Today we lost a true American patriot. Rep. Cedric Richmond, chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus. By Taboola sponsored links promoted links you may like, enjoy, compare. This is the last VPN you are going to need, and it's on sale. Enjoy, compare, and wa fashionable look like supermodel at any formal of any fashionable under the new paper. Argentinian policewoman who breastfed crying baby promoted the new paper on the Hitachi. Can your planned production see for itself? Hitachiundo Babel. Say hello to the app which gets you speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Babelindo Vikings. Free online game. Play this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings. Free online game. Undo.